the valley of the shadow of death, and I fear no evil because I'm blind to it all. In my mind, my gun, they comfort me, because I know I'll kill my enemies when they come.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Bluedaberry Gaming. My name is Bluedaberry, of course. If you haven't joined the Blueberry squad, go on and click that blueberry muffin right now. If you are part of the Blueberry squad, let me know, hit that like button, and let me know what you think about The Last of Us, because today we're going to be talking about Last of Us 2. So let's get into it. The Last of Us 2 is going to be a phenomenal game. I'm already saying that right now. I'm seeing 10 out of 10s. Whatever score rating you're going to give it, it's going to get a perfect score, because The Last of Us is a beautiful masterpiece. I think The Last of Us 1 was one of my favorite games of all times. I think I've beaten that game maybe 10 different times, and I love every minute of it. I think the environments are beautiful. The characters are so connectable. Like, you can connect with the characters so well, and just the emotions that they feel. You really feel for these people in this world. And I played Last of Us for like 2 days straight, and I just felt like I was in that world. Last of Us 1 just sold over 17 million copies, which is wonderful, because I always encourage anybody that has a PlayStation to play Last of Us. I've actually bought Last of Us for some people that didn't get a chance to play it, because I think it's a game that everybody should get the chance to play. Naughty Dog went out their way to make this game incredible. This is not even about the zombies first, okay? It's about the love that these characters show each other.
What did the Confederate soldiers use to eat off of? Civilware. I walked into my sister's room and tripped on a bra. It was a booby trap.
That's why the game was based on love. They say that the second game is going to be based on hate, which is going to be more brutal. If you've seen these trailers, they're very, very brutal. Okay, and the first Last of Us wasn't this brutal. It was bad, but it wasn't like this. This is like intense. I'm pretty sure something horrific is going to happen at the beginning of The Last of Us, and it's going to give us that feeling that we just want retaliation for whatever happened. And I think it might have something to do with the party that we've seen, because that's like one of the moments that we saw things seem very normal. It seemed great, and it seemed like everything was going great. And to jump into all this crazy killing and all these brutal attacks, you can see that something very, very bad has happened. A lot of people are speculating on what's happened to Joel. Maybe it's something that's going to happen to Joel, but we don't know that. Okay, so we can't point the fingers and say that it's 100% confirmed. We don't know. All right, and Joel is a major character. Don't people are forgetting this. Joel is a huge character in The Last of Us. So if for them to just get rid of Joel automatically, I don't think that's going to set well with a lot of fans, because I like Ellie. I'm glad that we're playing as Ellie, but it's still a weird feeling. So I'm not too sure. I'm not going to say that it's true or it's not. We don't know yet. Ellie is now 19 years old, so she has grown up, and this is 5 years after what's happened in The Last of Us 1. Really stood out to me when I was watching the trailer. When I was watching the first trailer, it was very simplistic. It was just Ellie sitting there playing a song, and you could just tell how angry she was. And then we did see Joel at that point. That might be our confirmation that Joel is still alive after whatever crazy has already happened. I know the game felt slow, but I'm telling you, when you get a chance to hold that controller and actually feel what the game feels like, I think it's going to be completely different. We don't have too much information on the game, actually, other than the trailers and what we've seen so far. That's really all they've given us, okay? So I'm pretty sure the game is really far in development, and it might be coming out very soon, but they still haven't really released too much information, because I think the surprise moments that come from the game are really what make us love the game. I cannot wait to jump in this game, just to get into the story, understand the new mechanics, and see how they revolutionize video gaming. I think Naughty Dog, from Crash Bandicoot, Uncharted, some of the most amazing, monumental games to ever hit consoles. Naughty Dog is one of the best developers out there. I know a lot of people are going to hate on The Last of Us just because it is so popular. But honestly, why? Why do you hate The Last of Us? I hate that they got so much controversy from the one scene with Ellie and Dina there was so much controversy and so much backlash, especially after E3. I think it was so unnecessary and it was so uncalled for. If you have a problem with anything going on, that the controversy, keep it away from the video games. Save that for another time in another place, okay? I respect everybody's opinion, but I really feel like it was just unnecessary. I know that this game is going to be absolutely fantastic. It's going to be a tear-jerking experience, and I cannot wait. To be honest with you, 100% honest with the Blueberry Squad, since that's what y'all are, I shed a tear when I heard that The Last of Us 2 was being made and I first saw that gameplay reveal trailer. It made me shed a tear. I always told myself, I don't care what's going on in life. If Last of Us 2 comes out and I don't have a PlayStation, I will go that exact same day and buy a PS4. I honestly didn't see too many clickers in the game, so I'm not too sure if they're even going to be focusing as much on clickers as they did in the first game, because this game mostly I've seen humans. There's supposed to be this religious cult that's taken over and they look exactly the same. I thought they were killing the exact same people. You know, we've seen this in Far Cry, but I think this is going to be a whole different take on it, and it's going to be interesting. I hope it doesn't take away from what we've already learned in Last of Us, and it doesn't take away from what we loved about The Last of Us 1, and just to get into the gritty combat and all this kinds of stuff. But I know they know stories. Okay, and since this game is going to be about hate, the brutalness of the game is very necessary. The last thing I wanted to talk about is multiplayer. It has been confirmed that they are bringing back multiplayer, and I think that's fantastic because The Last of Us 1 had a phenomenal multiplayer. It gets a better score because I had such low expectations for it, to be honest with you. When I heard that they were tacking it on, I didn't think it was going to be nothing. The Last of Us and Uncharted. To be honest with you, Uncharted, I didn't even think Uncharted's multiplayer was going to be that good. But I actually really enjoyed it. You know, swinging around on the ropes and stuff like that. It just felt so right. Jumping, swinging like Tarzan, jumping down and shooting people. It felt right. It didn't hurt the mechanics. It didn't feel like this was something that I shouldn't be doing. It didn't feel like something that was just unnatural. It felt so natural. The game was very good. The leveling system, they incorporated the crafting materials and stuff like that. And they had it day by day where you can go in and do different stuff. Last of Us really nailed multiplayer, and so did Uncharted. So I can expect The Last of Us multiplayer to be good. Now my expectations are higher, so I know that it's a higher bar that they have to raise. When Last of Us 1 was coming out, I didn't have high expectations. I didn't know what to expect. But any game that really has a huge impact in my life, or I have an incredible experiences that's kind of life-changing, those are going to be in my top games of all time. So I really thank y'all for watching this video. If y'all do like Last of Us, hit that like button. Let me know what you think about it in the comment section down below. I appreciate my squad watching me once again. Thank y'all for being part of the Blueberry Squad. My name is Bluedaberry, and I'm out.
Surely goodness and mercy will follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell on this earth forevermore. Said I walk beside the still waters and they restore my soul, but I can't walk on the path of the right because